I broke some of the rules and went back to an outbreak state, which is North Dakota, to visit my family. Me and my girlfriend went, so now we're quarantining here.
Well, as long as you came back and are quarantining, I think you're not breaking the rules. Technically,
they have the some
and
states,
Matt's a contact tracer.
Well, some states have the contact tracing, some states don't. North Dakota, hasn't gotten around to it, despite, it hasn't really had much of coronavirus in North Dakota, except very recently there's been a spike because of all the motorcyclists in Sturgis have basically infected the rest of the country. 61% of counties in America have had somebody that was at the Sturgis rally.
Is that the one where Smash Mouth played?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, now
dying of COVID for Smash Mouth is not something I would want to do, but opinions differ.
And so prior to that, there was really no COVID in North Dakota, or it was just minuscule, and now it's starting to see a rise. But I feel like I'm safe. I haven't had any symptoms. Doing good. But I gotta say I miss being the great outdoors. I went out to the Badlands.
Cool.
Man, saw buffalo. Actually saw two of them, but one was at a major distance away. Saw a whole bunch of prairie dogs. If people haven't saw a prairie dog town before, pretty crazy things. Just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of prairie dogs just running around a little prairie. Aww. So I had fun. That's the more of the stories. I had fun. Then I got on a pontoon. I'll continue. I went out on a pontoon on the Missouri River. That was also fun. I saw a lot of the MAGA fleet out on that.
Did you? That river. Must have been. Did you have did you have a video taking device with you, a phone or something?
I did, but I didn't video any of the MAGA flagged ones. But suffice to say, MAGA and Blue Lives Matter flags are all over the Missouri River. That really is. We should just talk about that. I did see some Trump stuff around the normal residential areas, but not a whole lot. And it's not. I also say it's not in trailer parks, at least in my hometown. Aren't there Trump heavy places? I think probably because you might have more Native American neighbors in those places than you are in some of the more residential areas, or upper middle class residential areas. So I didn't see a whole lot of Trump stuff until I got onto the river, and you're surrounded by all the pontoon folks with their big houses and nice pontoons and giant MAGA flags. And there had been an intercoastal waterways Trump flotilla 2 weeks prior to that, and everybody was still amped for that. And that really is his base. We joke about the RV and the camper
guys who own a ski dealership.
If you can throw a lot of money at a toy as an adult like that, then Trump is your guy, actually.
Look, historically, the social base for fascism is the petty bourgeoisie. And I'm not saying that no poor people vote for Trump. Obviously, we have the stats on that. But statistically speaking, if you're poor, you're more likely to not vote than you are to vote for either party. And the petty bourgeoisie, there's this 30% of the population that is always going to be reactionary, and we really need to watch out for them. Yeah. I saw the boats too, by the way.
Yeah.
If you own a boat, I feel like you also usually care a lot about healthcare coverage for people with pre-existing conditions, which we all know Trump is the number one guy for all that. He says it all the time. That's his thing.
Yeah. I saw the boats for Trump. I saw the big, beautiful boaters, and on Block Island.
Where did you see?
On Block Island, it's off the coast of Rhode Island, and a lot of rich white people have boats there, so makes sense. There was a storm one night. I was like, ooh, is one gonna sink? Is one gonna sink? Oh, sorry, detective, I don't know anything about that. But then we were at a bar tripping on some mushy boys and watching the storm roll in, and we saw the guys come in off the boats, and at first we were like, oh, they look pretty young. Maybe they just work on the boats. And then I was like, no, these are the voters for Trump. And they're like drunk and ready to fight someone about it. And the vibe was all off in that place. And we had to get out. And then we just walked around in a rainstorm along the jetty. It was really nice.
Yeah, I had a very weird sort of like thing where the pontoon, the rules of the sea in the Missouri River, and I'm assuming this is the case for most rivers, is if you're pontoon guys, you wave at each other. But it's like, I don't want to wave. If you're flying like a big, like MAGA Blue Lives Matter thing, I'm not waving that shit.
No, I'm shooting a cannonball onto your boat from mine.
Well, you wouldn't want to do that because you'd be quickly surrounded by a whole
Are you in a pirate ship? Are you in a pirate ship, by the way? I mean,
Yes,
cannonball.
In this scenario, I am the leader of the Antifa Pirates.
Yeah.
Please say yes.
Well,
Yeah,
be careful. I heard Rand Paul has filed to look into your sailing records, your complete receipt history. He's on to you and all of Antifa LLC.
We've graduated.
Come and get him. I've shredded all those documents already.
Yeah, we've graduated from like walking around planes with backpacks. Now we got frigates with cannons and big guns that we're taking.
Did you guys?
Go on.
You got to fight Armada with Armada. That's all I'm saying.